Hello everyone, welcome to Thales Academy. So today we are going to start a series on Western philosophy, which is very important in ethics paper 4 of the UPSC mains examination. Apart from ethics paper 4, directly or indirectly you can expect questions from Western philosophy in your essay paper particularly. So let us start this subject. So I have basically divided this series into several parts. In the first part today we are going to discuss the brief introduction of Western philosophy, and we are going to see how Western philosophy is different from the Indian philosophy. After this lecture we will cover all the philosophers from the Western philosophy, that is right from Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, John Rawls, Immanuel Kant, Bentham, J.S. Mill and others few important scholars. So we'll start with the basic difference between Indian philosophy and Western philosophy. So this is the first difference. Obviously, Indian philosophy means the philosophy which originated from Indian subcontinent. The philosophies like theory of karma, Upanishad, Nishkam karma, etc. And when we say Western philosophy, then the origin of Western philosophy is obviously Greece, Roman countries, European countries and all. Then the second difference is that in Indian philosophy, we will find that the philosophy is more or less involved in some kind of religious philosophy. For example, all the philosophies in India like theory of karma, they all have some kind of relationship with religion, that is Hinduism. But if we see the Western philosophy, then we will find that they are more secular in characteristics. For example, philosophy of Socrates, Plato or Aristotle, they are more in the secular lines rather than some religious lines. The next difference is that in Indian philosophy, we will find that they are more duty bound. For example, dharma or theory of purusharth, they say they prescribe us what is the duty of a man towards the society, towards the God. But when we see Western philosophy, then we will find that Western philosophy is very much rights bound. For example, what are the rights of a man, what are the rights of a king, that is more there in the Western philosophy. The next difference is that in Indian philosophy you will find particular terms which suit only in the context of India. For example, terms like dharma, terms like jati, nishkam karma, theory of karma. These are the terms which are particularly applicable to the Indian subcontinents and they lack universal appeal. But if you take the example of Western philosophy, then the terms in Western philosophy have universal appeal. The terms like justice, fraternity, equality, brotherhood, secularism, they are having some kind of universal appeal rather than an appeal to a particular country. And then one of the major differences is that in Indian philosophy, the source of that knowledge is from some mythological character. For example, if we discuss the theory of karma, then we will find that somehow it is related with some mythological character. But when we see the Western philosophy, then the sources are visible to us. For example, Socrates, Plato, John Rawls, they all are visible characters. So these are the basic differences between Western philosophy and Indian philosophy on a very broad term. So after this lecture, we will discuss one by one all the scholars in the Western philosophy. Thank you.